We gotta kick it. This is, let me see what platform I'm on. I think I'm on Gully TV Sports. Damn, I don't know what platform I'm on. Let me check and see. Hope I'm on Gully TV Sports. Good evening, everybody that's here. Good morning, pardon me. Yeah, I gotta check on something. All right, yeah. All right, boom. I know it ain't gonna be a lot of people here, but I need y'all to go to IG and tell them I'm live over here. If not, I just kick it with you that's here right now and shit. But I do have to kick it for a minute. Yup. And I probably shouldn't be rolling up on camera on my sports platform. I won't do this again. This ain't gonna happen again. But I'm trying to make a point. What's going on? Good morning. Allen Iverson got his new strain of reefer out. Allen Iverson got his new strain out. I think it's called Iverson 96. I think it's called Iverson 96. And it's out. And he's blowing it down. Iverson is blowing it down. And I made a post on my Instagram page when I was talking about, I was shocked. I wasn't shocked that he invested in marijuana. That's a business, everybody's doing it. I was shocked that he was smoking weed or he had a joint to his lips on social media. That was shocking to me. He's not the first. We know of athletes to smoke weed. Ricky Williams went through a lot of shit back in the day in the NFL about his little thing with weed. And then you got guys who do it outright. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Al Harrington. I get it. But none of them, he said Jordan need a strain. None of those guys that I mentioned had any real influence on society and children. I never met a kid that said I want to be like Matt Barnes or I want to be like Allen. I mean, I never encountered a kid that say I want to be like Al Harrington. You know what I'm saying? I never seen it. I never seen a player say I want to be like Al Harrington or I want to be the next Matt Barnes or I want to be the next Steven Jackson. I never seen it. So they don't apply here. Allen Iverson is an icon. He's a sports icon, right? I'm talking about real sports. Allen Iverson is way up there with like Walter Payton and Jim Brown and Arthur Ashe and these huge like sports giants. And he said, facts, I never seen it. I never seen it either. I've never even seen with my own eyes, I never seen an NBA player smoking a cigarette. There's a clip on Michael Jordan's documentary. There's a clip on Michael Jordan's documentary where he says, where the camera crew comes into the locker room and they drinking beer. They got beer. Some of them kind of like try to tuck their beer. But Scottie Pippen say, yo, man, what you doing, man? How you know we want you to come in here? We don't, how you know we want anybody to see us drinking beer? Scottie Pippen said that on his document. He said, yo, man, what you doing? How you know we want anybody to see us drinking beer? He said that. He said that. He said that. He said that. So I know that, you know, he's in tune with the image that athletes have to project. Now, Allen Iverson is out of the league. He's out of the league. Allen Iverson is out of the league right now. And you got people to say, well, he's out of the league. He can do what he want. Michael Jordan been out of the league forever. Larry Bird, the Dream Team, they've been out of the league forever. Do you notice that it don't really be like no scandal around their names or nothing like that? I'm not calling this a scandal, but I'm saying, like, do you notice they keep a squeaky clean image? Now, y'all got to know, if y'all think that them Dream Team niggas don't smoke weed, you bugging. You feel me? You gotta know that them Dream Team niggas smoke weed, man. Magic, Jordan, and all them niggas smoke weed too. Believe me, them niggas smoke weed. Them niggas drink. Them niggas do everything that regular people do. But you're not gonna never ever see Michael Jordan smoking weed on camera or get a picture of him. Like, that's $1 million picture. You feel me? That's $1 million. You're never gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, if Michael Jordan was smoking weed on camera, smoking weed day to day, would it still be cool for kids that want to be like Mike? Y'all answer that for me. Would it still be cool? He said weed. Hell, most of the players was on the coke when Jordan came in the game. I get all of that. I seen him say that in his documentary too. I get that. But you gotta know that them niggas smoke. They have injuries. They go through shit. Them niggas is in a bubble. Like, NBA players smoke weed. They smoked in college. They drank in college. They regular people in that aspect. But they have children looking up to them. There's a little boy somewhere where his mother told him, that's what you like? It's okay to be him. You can be that. That's a good thing to be. That's a good thing to be. He said it's legal and they still won't do it. I know it. I know it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So, facts. That's true. They still get endorsements. Yeah, all type of endorsement deals. People invite them to speak at schools and shit like that. Like, how can you have any interaction with children? You're an athlete. This little weed venture. This is a very very small part of his story. Very small part of his story. His legacy. There's people that's gonna try to use this against him. There's people that are gonna try to use this against him. They're gonna say, you know what? We knew it. This is him the whole time. The braids, the thugs, the hip hop music, you know, the chair that he threw in the fucking bowling alley. We knew he was one of them the whole time. Now look at him, smoking weed. You feel me? Like, you just don't want to give them any ammunition. He has to know this. And although I know that my platform is the first to say something, I said something because I cover hip hop, sports, and fashion. People on my Instagram page acting like I'm tripping. I'm not. I'm not. I've never seen it. I've never seen an athlete do that. He said Chuck never cared what people thought anyway. You still ain't never seen him doing nothing. You not. You not. Um, Iverson made a decision, but I think it was a mistake. I think it was a mistake. Seriously. I don't think that I don't think that was the move for him. He's a little bit too high profile, man. And people tried to make some logic out of it. Just think about this. Just think about this. This is somebody who's sports is associated with health and health and shit like that. Weed ain't good for your respiratory system. It's not. It's not good for your respiratory system. Um, it puts you to sleep. You can get hurt off this shit. You can actually get hurt off weed. If you're driving and you're not out, you can crash and hurt someone. They don't need an athlete making people feel that it's okay to do it. That's what I'm saying. For real. And I'm gonna have to eventually I'm gonna have to take this topic over to the big platform, but I had to come over here and launch it first because it's a sports related topic. But yeah, the strain is called Iverson 96. I think that's the draft class them niggas came out in and shit. Yeah, Iverson 96. If I get my hands on it, I'm blowing it down, but I'm not a sports icon. I'm not. Um, Getting back to this, I know for a fact there's athletes that decline to interview with me because I do this. I know for a fact. Seriously. NBA players won't be tested for weed this year. That's cool. That's cool. That don't. We not talking about NBA players. The guy that we talking about, he not even in the league no more. What's your thoughts on Shaq saying he don't want to be a celebrity? I'm glad you brought that up because I had to talk about that. If you listen to what he said, it all made sense. He was like, celebrities are losing their mind. He said they're mean to people, they're evil, they doing this, they doing that. But the things that stood out to me about what he said was, I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I met him, he wasn't like that. He was cool as a motherfucker. So yeah, shout out to Shaq. When I met you, you wasn't on no celebrity shit with me. You was just kicking it and shit. But I understand. Um, he made a whole point. Just because I'm a celebrity don't mean I'm smarter than you. It don't mean I'm better than you. This is what Shaq said. He said, I just want to step outside of that. I don't want to be a part of that no more. I thought that was real shit. I thought that was dope. Boom, boom. Good morning. Y'all share this live stream. Welcome to Gully TV Sports. I've been building it one brick at a time. I got to get 4,000 YouTube watch hours on this platform before I can monetize it. Once it's monetized, I'm gone. Oh, I got a special piece for y'all. I trained at Georgia Tech University. I trained in their fitness facility, and I got a shoot around there on a basketball court, and I revisited the Kenny Anderson move against Bobby Hurley, right in Georgia Tech Stadium. So on the Georgia Tech basketball court, I even got to shoot and get my Dennis Scott on. So when y'all see me out there draining them joints from deep, you can say, okay, I get this whole dribble god thing now. Word. Appreciate y'all for coming through. This is something that I did want to discuss. Y'all know sports is my everything. Gully TV is something that I stumbled upon. Before anything, it was sports. Believe me. It was sports. Believe me. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, Gully TV World. I did a crazy interview on the big platform about these brothers who locked up in Ecuador. Make sure y'all see that shit. It's called Locked Up Abroad. And I might do a couple of episodes. They sent me some footage. The prison that they're in, it's a lot of killing and shit going on in the prison. I got the footage. I can't put it on my channel though. I'm probably gonna go ahead and just do a short documentary for them. A little 30-minute joint. But yeah, man. Allen Iverson, man, I think he made a bad decision. I know this is gonna I'm pretty sure this is gonna get back to him right away. Because the stream was just launched, I think yesterday. Yeah, if you following him on IG, you can see the stream was launched yesterday and shit. There's a couple of pictures of him and Al Harrington. Al Harrington been out there with the weed shit. Feel me? Just saying, AI should be trying to encourage people to build businesses, and it's just you got rappers. I mean, you got athletes smoking. You got athletes smoking weed publicly, and you got Styles P, who used to get juicing now. Don't you think it'd look a little bit more normal if Allen Iverson was encouraging ginger and juicing and shit like that? The world's scrambled. The world is scrambled. I understand. I understand his whole thing with this because I got a thing with this. I actually looked up an article. I typed in Allen Iverson smoking weed, and a lot of stuff came up from back in the day. And he actually said back in the day that it brought him a lot of negative stigma that he didn't like. He must not feel the same way today because he out here blowing this shit. D Block been on that. Yeah. Them boys in shape too. Shout out to the Ghost. Shout out to Kiss. Can't talk about the cough tube ain't playing. Oh, you talking about the Jizzab? Yeah, they ain't playing at all about that. They don't want people giving out no advice, no health information, or nothing. They actually terminating accounts about that. What y'all think John Thompson would say? What y'all think Coach Thompson would say? Alan, Alan, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. This ain't right. Anyway, appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm just rolling up. I'm prepping to go on Gully TV World, that big platform. I'd like to see y'all there. Make sure y'all check out the interview I did with them boys from Ecuador. Well, they from DC, but they in Ecuador. Had them a little trap operation going in the woods. them niggas from DC crazy, man. Niggas from DC crazy. You know AI quick to cry too. Coach Thompson would have had that boy in tear. Yeah, Coach Tom, he wouldn't. I don't even think he would have tried some shit like this with Coach Thompson around. And I'm pretty sure John Thompson know that he smoked weed. It was his team. He had him on the team. No, he smoked weed. But Allen, yeah, John Thompson would have been 100% against. I could hear his big ass voice. He said that interview crazy. It is, but they need to get from over there. They don't seem like they in a hurry to get from over there. I think it's a little bit more to the story. I talked to one of the brothers earlier today. Might bring him back on, man. He said, I want to hear stories about John Thompson versus Rayful. It wasn't no John Thompson versus Rayful. He told Rayful what it was. These boys got a future. I know what it is that you do. Well, he said, I didn't know about you at first, but now I know about you, and I need you to stop coming around my boys and shit. Rayful said, cool. Do you think they're going to be free? I didn't catch that. Oh, I don't know, man. If it was me, I would have been paid that money. I don't know. Them niggas talking. The little brother, that's who invested money into the farm. He bought 125 acres. It's his money. He the one I think that still wants to be over there and shit. If it was me, as soon as they told me I could pay out, I would leave. Like, who the fuck stays in jail when you could pay your way out for a murder case? Who the fuck don't imagine if you could pay your way out of a murder case in the United States? You feel me? He said, man, get that land back and go home. Get that land back and go the fuck home, man. I told one of them, I said, yo, man. He seen my post. I made a post. I said, them niggas is out in Ecuador. Them niggas tried to make a boom boom room in the woods. They did. Them niggas had a boom boom room going down. They had a juke joint just like Harper on the color purple. Back in the woods. Them people was coming through there. They was selling them niggas little dime bags and shit. You dig what I'm saying? Selling them whatever they little currency or whatever they little trading system, they were selling them little niggas a little weed, selling them plates. You know how niggas do. They took that hustle from the United States over there. Yeah, they had a boom boom room. Niggas over there selling the motherfuckers plates and weed and shit. Over there booming like a motherfucker. They ain't hired but one motherfucker from the fucking country and shit, man. You need at least 10 of these niggas on the team. You need at least 10 of these niggas on the team if you want this shit to work. They got jealous, burnt they shit down. I told my man, I said, them niggas need to get the fuck from over there. What happened to them was basically what happens to, in America, that would have been the Ku Klux Klan. What happened to them in Ecuador, that was a Ku Klux Klan from America move. It was. It was. That was like the Klan coming to your motherfucking spot, burning everything down. I said, why would you want to go back there? They don't want you there. They don't want you there. Let me tell you something, right? I watch the news overseas. I watch the news in Dubai, watch the news in the Dominican Republic, and I watch the news in Europe, London and Paris. I watch the news in Paris. There's nothing bad going on overseas on the news. There's nothing bad going on overseas on the news. The baddest thing that you're gonna see is a stabbing. That's it. So other countries, they looking at us on TV and on the news and shit like that, man. They like, these motherfuckers is out of their mind. These people's out of their mind. Would you want somebody coming into your country from Chicago? You just was watching Chicago on TV. You'd heard all this crazy shit about Chicago. Would you want some Chicago niggas moving into your country? Probably not. Yeah, but it's not a lot of I'm pretty sure people in other countries, they terribly biased against Americans. You already know how they feel about niggas, yo. They know what we look like, yo. Even though we look like them, that's a nigga. That's an American nigga. Nobody wants nothing to do with no American niggas. I don't even know why them niggas thought they was gonna pull that shit off. Hey, man, you niggas had weed over there? Man, them other countries be trying to give niggas 50 years for an ounce of weed. He said two deep sea boys out in the bush in Ecuador. Like, come on, man. With a boom, 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 something ain't right, Gully. He bought 125 acres of land. He built like lofts, which he was calling uh, single person motels or some shit. He built lofts, and of course he had the nightclub and shit. You know what I mean? So they was trying to put a little island hip hop shit down. He said they would, hook the beat up and just spit the lyrics, and they native, you know, whatever their native tongue was. They tried to make a move, man, but them niggas bugging, y'all. Allen Iverson always been a little bit short-sighted. Yeah, man, he tripping, man. He tripping. Um, I interviewed Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. I interviewed him in my house before, right? He came to my crib, and when he got there, he was with Fred Money. That's J.R. Ryder's brother. J.R. Ryder's brother. When they come, they had the weed. Boom. Put it on the table. We blowing this shit. So it pretty much everybody I know smoke. So I wasn't shocked that he was smoking and shit. I'm like, damn, homie, he blow. I'm like, damn, he blow. Cool. So I'm thinking we about to, we sitting there rolling up. And he told me, he said, yo, man, he said, when we start the interview, I don't want you to get me on camera smoking weed. Now he smoked. Now he be on camera smoking on Instagram, but he wasn't with it. He's an athlete. He has an image to uphold. For whatever reason, he done stood down from it. But he told me that. No, I can't be on camera getting high and shit. It's just not a good look for an athlete. Imagery is important. I seen it, Gully. I watch all your stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to everybody that's here. Yeah, Allen Iverson is just too big. If y'all think Tim Hardaway, Isaiah, if you think all them NBA niggas don't smoke weed, after you rich and shit like that, there's only so much alcohol you can drink, and we already seen what that shit do to people. If you think them niggas don't get high, you bugging. All of them niggas smoke weed. He said you hating. Why would I hate? Hate for what? He said I'm hating him being a hypocrite. No, I'm not. I'm saying what's real. Everything that I'm saying, you're going to hear it for the rest of the week. You're going to hear it again. You're going to hear it again. I'm just the first. Word. He said AI used to be high during games. We know that. We've heard that. Is Tyson and AI on the same level? never heard nobody's parents influencing their kid to be like Mike Tyson. You got to remember, Mike Tyson had a rape case. Mike Tyson came out of an institution. Um, Mike Tyson hung with gangsters. Mike Tyson is from Brownsville, man. He's Mike Tyson, you know what the fuck? But Allen Iverson is a point guard, yo. Like, it's a difference. That's all I'm saying. Y'all remember when Ricky Williams was smoking weed? Remember they made a big deal out of it? He said Tyson want to see Umar. Umar trying to talk his way into some publicity. Iverson didn't go to Georgetown. He said, you making weed seem criminal. It's not. No, it's not. It's not at all. It's legal in most states now. It's available and legal in most states, but you're missing my point. You're missing my point. Just give me an example if you can. Um, Name a high profile athlete outside. Let's go outside the NBA. I'm trying to think of somebody on Allen Iverson's level, like way up there. Oh man. Anybody on ESPN? If anybody on ESPN was smoking weed, do you think that they would continue to work there? Do you think Stephen A could blow it down on the weekends on camera and shit, and then come back and do First Take on Monday? What do you think would have happened? How do you think if Kobe Bryant, after Kobe Bryant retired, he was on social media blowing it down? Could Kobe do it? How would that look? Could Kobe do that? Would Kobe do that? And Kobe might have smoked. You feel me? Like, would he do that? Could he do that? Of course not. He couldn't. He couldn't. So you tell me how Allen Iverson can do it. Isaiah didn't do it. Like, nobody's ever tried this shit on his level. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Nobody on his level has ever tried this shit. Period. Let's say next year Tom Brady retired. Let's feel next year Tom Brady retired. Y'all think they would accept that? You think he would pull? You think he would try to bust a move like that? You think Brady would be around, blowing on social media and shit? And I'm pretty sure he might blow right now. I'm pretty sure he probably get high right now. Do you think he would be on here blowing? Tiger Woods, anybody. Tiger Woods done got every bone in his body, bro. He got all the reason in the world to smoke weed. Do you think he gonna do it? Do you think Nike would continue to say just do it alongside of him? This is what I'm saying to y'all. This is what I'm saying. Do you know he might have closed some doors on himself? He said, I don't think he got endorsement deals or anything going. He could tomorrow. He could next week. He said they caught Tiger with pain meds and tried to lock him up. They made a big ass deal about Brett Favre when he was on them pain medications too. That's something else though. That ain't weed. He said Big Chief for sure. Kareem, Cliff Robinson, Rasheed. He said John Sally big on the smoking and weed business. Tim Hardaway said something about blades. He said something about blades on a radio show, right? They kicked that nigga out the NBA for life. He just started coming back around. They just start letting him back around. They don't play about certain shit. I mean, I'm just using that as an example and shit of off court behaviors and shit like that. He said that's because Favre was high during games. That's why he was throwing all them interceptions. That's my team too. That's my squad. That's why he was. Favre was that nigga, the gunslinger. That's what made me like the Packers, man. This motherfucker crazy as hell, man. This motherfucker throw the ball anywhere. But I'm glad that y'all understand my point now. You feel me? Glad y'all understand my point. Could Allen Iverson be a coach in the NBA? Could he be a coach in the NBA? Smoking weed? We need coaches. I'm talking about smoking weed publicly. He did something that was like kind of like he can't do ordinary everyday people shit as much as you want to. Same thing with Shaq. Shaq says he don't want to be a celebrity. You're not a celebrity. You're an icon. You're an icon. You're beyond a celebrity. You could never hide. You could never do regular shit. He said the Sixers won't even give him a job. He said they will put up so much red tape to black out. Chauncey definitely smoke. He'll never light up. Gotta play the game. Exactly. They act, y'all, people on Instagram act like I was trying to say something to attack the great Allen Iverson. I'm not. I'm like, whoa, fam, you can't do that. You can't do this in public. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Seriously. So even if he do blow, he's Allen Iverson. He said giving wisdom is now called hating. I wasn't standing down off of that, man. I know what I'm saying is right. I know it. He said you can't be a coach in the weed business. If y'all think Michael Jordan and Magic don't got no weed on the market, not only did they smoke, they done already said Michael Jordan smoked, because when he did that, when he dogged Chameleonaire out, one of the dudes that used to detail his car came out of the shadows from Chicago. Said I used to pick his car up, man. It was, you know, I had to clean the smell out of it. It was joints everywhere. All in, the ashtray was filled with joints and shit like that. So if y'all think Magic Johnson and them and Jordan and them ain't got no money invested in weed, Magic live in Los Angeles. When people want to start, I mean, I said he live in Los Angeles. I don't know where he live, but he's the king of Los Angeles. That's where all the fucking weed shit is going on at. If you think a motherfucker ain't stepped to him and say, yo, you want to make X amount of dollars real quick, all we need you to do is da 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 da. Let's do it. I can't be associated with it. My name can't be on it. We can't call it Magic. Nothing. Nothing. Just bring me my money back. Believe it. We all knew X was on drugs, but we never really seen it. I'm just saying, man. Y'all gotta remember. You gotta remember. Athletes, people aspire to be them. For real. He said Magic with a Showtime strand would be crazy. Crazy. I think Al Harrington named his weed building after his grandmother or something like that. Well, I got my point across. I gotta prepare to get on a live stream on Gully TV World. I mean, on the Real Gully TV, the big page. So y'all come over there and fuck with me. I'm gonna take this whole discussion over there, and We gonna get some more opinions. I got some other shit I gotta kick it about too. So make sure y'all tune in. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Good morning. Subscribe to the channel. This your first time on a live. Subscribe. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I can smoke in public, but it's cost me. Trust me, it's cost me for real. I know this is the wrong platform, but how would you feel if I submitted your Ecuador piece for digital Pulitzer? I don't care. Do it. Get busy. I'm gonna continue to put out hot shit, man. You watching The Dribble by Gully TV. Good morning. Peace.